All right, we are running. We are live. It's your boy Sees
Yeah,
the Bear, and I'm here with the legend, Mr. Antonio Davis,
one of
Coach
one.
Antonio Davis. And this is the first episode, the premiere of the Legend in the Bear pod, right? And we're here. We're going to be talking a little bit about sports, a little bit about pop culture from varying different perspectives, from various different generations. It's going to be a real come together type feel good thing.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
excited to be rocking with you, Coach.
Oh well, I'm excited, man, and we're gonna get the people what they want for sure. Like the OJ said back in the day. So we're very excited for our viewers, and we're gonna make this happen, man.
Yes, sir. We're gonna do it. I'm excited. I'm excited. But all right. So the first topic that we gotta dive into. I'm a huge New York Knicks fan. You know,
Oh Jesus. Oh
it's
Lord.
tough.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
tough.
I'm a Lakers fan back in the day, but not anymore. But so I'm not gonna hold it against you.
Hey, it's tough. It's tough for us right now. I mean, it's not tough for us right now, but it was. It's been tough for us the past 10
Yeah,
years. Like I'm
definitely. You're
used
right
to my
about
season ending before All-Star break, you
that. Right.
know. But now is a new day. We have a new day. We have a new trade. The Nova Knicks. They had an amazing run last
You
year.
think?
Yeah, the Nova
Yeah.
Knicks, we had an amazing run
Yeah.
last year, and now we've made a big trade, swapping the big men, Julius Randolph and my boy Dante, and we traded
Right.
him for the
Right.
big cat, the big purr. What do you think about that, Coach? What you think about the trade?
Well, to be quite frank, I like it for the Knicks. I thought they needed a big, particularly losing Hartenstein, which I thought was he was pretty tough. I really liked the way he fit in to the team. So losing him in free agency was certainly an area they needed to improve upon. And getting one of the better big guys in the league was very surprising to me. I didn't see it coming. But I like the trade. I think it's a good fit. Obviously, Cat can score the basketball, solid rebounder and defender. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Cat all the time.
No, me
He can
neither.
be a little cream puffy to me. He can be
Yes,
a little cream puff,
a little
but
softy.
but he can score the ball, and when he's on, he's on. So I think that's a pretty good fit in terms of what they need. They got enough grindy guys. In the way Tibbs like to play. So I thought they needed a big that could score the basketball, and I certainly like him with that team. Certainly better than Randall. I'm not a Randall fan.
Me neither. Okay, so this
Randall's
is
garbage.
yeah. So this is my thing
You
about
could
Randall.
back the truck up and take him away. He's garbage.
Hey, listen. Hey, this is my thing about, and he's always pouting, right? So this is my
I
thing
don't
about
like him.
Julius. This is my thing about Julius. One, he's always injured, right? Two,
Always.
yes, he'll give you 20, but he's gonna give you that 20 on like 18 shots.
It's a
It's not
terrible. It's not efficient.
it's an
Horrible.
inefficient, horrible 20, and it's hard to watch. It's not like he's mellow and it's beautiful out there when he's
What is
giving
that
it.
new basketball you guys like to play? You
No,
new school dudes.
I like
That's
to
what y'all like.
I
Dribble the
like
air out of the ball.
Nah, I don't like that though. Cause look, even when Harden was in his prime, and he would just go to work and really just kill the whole shot clock,
Absolutely.
that would still be annoying. You know,
Absolutely.
that would still really grind my gears. So it's not just
Yes.
that,
Yes.
but what I will say is he'll pound the air out the rock. Like I don't want to see
Absolutely.
Julius Randle give me 10 dribbles on the baseline. Like I don't want to see that. I'm
And he
sorry.
can't dribble.
No, it's the same move. And on top of that,
Nonsense.
his whole demeanor, like I played sports and everything like that, and I played at ECU, right? So
Right.
the thing is, like when you're on the bench, you still have to have a certain demeanor. You still gotta cheer your guys on, right?
Absolutely.
Like you still have to
Yes.
feel like it still has to feel like you're bought into the game. Too
Yes.
many times he was worried about the fans. He's
Well,
arguing with
that's
the
that
fans.
new school. That's that new stuff again. All you guys like are the numbers. You're trying to get a contract. You're not concerned about winning.
Yeah.
That's the new stuff.
Hey, he is concerned. Hey, he's gonna ball whenever it's contract time. He's gonna ball out. He's gonna ball
Oh
out.
man.
But
But
my
I like it for the team. And it's a good start, new start for him in Minnesota. Perhaps what they may need with their lineup. Because they had the two bigs. So it might be a better fit, and it might turn out just to be a good trade for both teams.
Maybe.
But I like the way the Knicks will be able to compete in the East.
Me too. I like the fact,
up a notch.
Like you were talking about as far as shooting, right? So like we haven't had like a consistent big man that could shoot since Novak, right? So, right. He spreads the floor. He makes it easier for Brunson when he's going to work. Gives him breathers.
More room to operate.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? On top of the fact he's not going to clog that paint up. But you still have to respect him on the perimeter. You got to go out there.
Sometimes he needs to get his big behind down on the block now. Sometimes.
It was one game. It was a game in the last game. He got the rebound and then he took it back out. Instead of just going straight up with it.
I know. My head exploded.
I was like, bro.
Yeah, that's that new stuff. That's the way
what I
play now.
That's what I don't like about it.
Enamored by the 3-point line.
No, but it's because of analytic guys. We can blame the news
analytics.
The analytics guys deserve most of this smoke. It's the analytic guys that they deserve this. But this is what
are insane. That's another story though. But go ahead.
The analytics. That's what's driving this whole thing. This whole chain.
And the losing. That's what it's called.
You take
go ahead, man.
the mid-range game is dying. You know, it used to be out here, but this is why Brunson is so effective.
Right.
This is why Brunson is so fun to watch because he can work all the spots all over the court. And that's
no question.
Me too. Huge. I love the way he plays
the game.
Underrated. But on the flip side with Julius, and he's got Ant over there. Sure. He's going to clog the paint. He's going to clog the paint, and then on top of it, he's going to want touches. Ant needs to dribble.
He's going to have to adjust his game. So we will see if he will. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. He's going to a squad that they're growing as well. And he can't fit in if he changes his game.
All right, but
we'll see. But I like it for your Knicks.
Yeah, but my question is his temperament, though. You know?
Yeah. Like, he's a little pouty for me.
He's very pouty.
Yeah,
he's very pouty.
But So we'll see. But I like it for the Knicks if I had to pick. But it could work out for Minnesota as well.
Yes, sir. We'll see. So
I think that could put them in the top 3 in the East, though. I think we can.
I think so too. People got so much hate for us, though. They really saying like, "Oh, we lost the trade" and all this stuff like that.
I have to disagree with that.
I feel like we won it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Cat fan, but I think he fits their scheme and what they're trying to do.
And I think in this time in his life, I feel like he's going to take the challenge. I hope I'm right. I might be wrong. But I feel like he's got a good core of guys around him, like Josh Hart, Brunson.
Good group of dudes, man.
Good group of dudes. Real guys.
Dudes. I like the team.
Yeah, they're going to pour into him. They're going to make sure that he stays up in the times that he's able to handle that New York media.
I can agree with that.
So
I'm hoping he does well. I think he's a good dude, so I'm hoping he steps it up another level. Because when he's good.
He is, and I've always really wanted Cat to do well ever since I found out about his mom passing during COVID.
Sure, that was a tough situation, absolutely,
real bad. So ever since then, some things are bigger than basketball. A lot of people just he's one of the most. He's one of the most critiqued players in the league.
Yeah, but sometimes unfairly, I would say. Yes.
Yeah, for sure, because he's a super talent. He's an amazing talent. So hopefully he turns the leaf here. But we'll see.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I think they can definitely be a top 3 team in the East, impress Boston. I think they certainly can.
Yes, sir. I think so too.
We'll see.
But all right, let's talk about. Let's transfer over. Let's talk about
what you got for me.
So your man Jerry Jones has been out here threatening radio host jobs and whatnot for holding his feet to the fire about the team's performance. Them boys ain't been looking good ever since they got taxed. They got beat down. Detroit was out there lining up tackles at wideout. Very disrespectful on your birthday, sir. Very disrespectful, Mr. Jones. I loved it though. I loved every minute of it. Segregation Jerry. He was out here.
Well, that's a whole nother story. That's your boy Jerry.
That's not my
Jerry
boy.
is hilarious.
Yeah, he's at that meeting. So, all right, the question
Well, he did all the shopping. He did all the shopping.
Exactly. This
so
is
he
the
can't
question.
complain.
Is he the biggest reason for Cowboys' failure?
Absolutely. He's solely about entertainment and value of his squad. And hey, he's the best in the business at that.
Yeah, he is.
His team has a enormous value, probably top in the league.
Right.
But he's about entertainment. He makes sure they stay in the news cycle. He's very strategic in that, and he does a fantastic job. Now, as a GM, you know what? I can say that he's not a terrible. They don't draft bad though.
No,
he's not a terrible drafter now. I have to give him that.
No,
but in terms of building the team, filling in spots, knowing what they need to do, we have to question that. They had opportunity this offseason to pick up some guys, particularly everybody's killing them about Eddie George. Excuse me, not Eddie George, but
damn near.
yeah. Well, same type of player. But
Henry talking about
yeah. So everybody was on him about that, and he made a mistake and didn't go after him, especially at an $8 million tag. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But knowing you needed a running game, but I guess he thought Zeke was coming back to life.
Well, that's over, man. That's over. I said it earlier. The Cowboys aren't going to win a Super Bowl until Jerry reaches Valhalla. Like it's over. It's over.
It's
like,
unbelievable.
Because
they're getting worse. I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs.
No, they're not. And then after they cashed out Dak, it kind of handcuffs them. It kind of hampers them.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have paid them, but there are a lot of quarterbacks that are overpaid. Oftentimes I really don't understand why they have this philosophy about the market.
Yeah.
The market is what you're worth. The market isn't because you're next up, you get more money.
That's basically what that's how they work.
I don't understand that, but I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not very optimistic about where they'll go. Like I said, I don't even think they'll make the playoffs this year, to be quite frank. The schedule's brutal. They're coming into a lot of teams. They can't. The line of scrimmage is what they used to be known for, and now they're terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, on both sides of the ball. I mean, they can't stop the run. They can't run the ball. I mean, there's just not much they can do.
They used to dominate in the trenches. I remember maybe 3 years ago, they had the best line in the league.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's
gaping holes.
It's
pretty bad. Yeah, and I'm not a CD Lamb fan either. I'm not a CD Lamb fan. I think the cat is overrated.
He's a diva, man. He's a diva. Yes, and this is my thing. He's the one getting all the balls. Like at the end of the day,
all the balls.
They force feeding it to him, man. And it's like your numbers are the way that they are because they are force feeding it to you. It's not quite so.
Yeah, he doesn't even make any effort.
No
effort. No effort. If it's not an easy catch, he doesn't make any plays. And I don't like that.
And then he'll always go back to the sideline looking at Dak. Like,
yeah, Dak just put his head down and ignore him.
Like, yo, I'm not trying
to get the iPad, see what happened. Dak's over here looking at the iPad. He won't even look up and acknowledge him.
Nah, I wouldn't either, man.
No, that's not good. That's not good.
I mean,
that's what happens when you get your money.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's that new stuff again. That's those new guys.
New stuff.
Old school. Old school. We don't act that way. That's your new guys. You get your little cash. Now you stroll around. Think the world revolves around you. Think you can pout about everything because you're going to go get your check every 2 weeks.
It's for the love of the game. It's about that paper, It's about guns and butter.
Now you're talking. There you go. New school. It's about the paper. Not about the love.
That's what's about the paper. Hey, not for me, though. I'm about the love. It's about the love of the game and everything like that. And if you ain't got the love for it, then, you
need to talk to your generation.
Hey, it's more so prevalent. I feel like it's very prevalent in basketball. Like, I feel like it's very prevalent because football, like, yes, you might not love it, but you have to love it to a certain point to go through that off season, to go through camp. Camp is horrible. Like, I don't know. Camp in college is horrible. Guys sign up to go to camp professionally. And then they do it multiple different years, 10 years sometimes. The fact that Tom Brady went to like 18 camps, that is absolutely insane. The man it's a different type of love. It's a different type of passion to reach that level. I remember it's like those guys in NFL are like they're different. They a little wired.
That's a different grind. I would agree with that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. So, but I don't know about those Cowboys, man. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. But it's not going to get any better till Jerry's gone.
Nope, it's not. But I don't know if his kid can do any better either. I don't know if his son is his son going to run it better.
We'll see. We really don't know a lot about him. I mean, he's in the background. He doesn't do much. He doesn't say much. It's just Jerry's world. That's what it's called. Jerry's world. That's what we live in.
That's real, though.
According to Jerry.
According to Jerry, it's Jerry world. But we'll see. I mean, right now, his venue is the only championships his venue holds is the Texas State Championship, the NCAA championship. Like that's about it. That's the only thing, only banners that'll be going up over there. But let's move on. Let's transfer over. All right. Yeah, and let's talk. Let's get away from Jerry, but let's still stay in football. All right. So, guys, there was a Baltimore Raven fan that went viral, and not for good reasons. Homie was obviously intoxicated, but he was roaming the streets looking for Washington Commander fans to punch out, and he found his victims. And he dispatched them. I will say that he beat up 2 unsuspecting men, knocked one out, 2 of them, sauced up, and then he was like, I can't lose, right? Wow. And I said, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, that's going to be his famous last words. So since then, he has been identified via social media. He has lost his job. Well, and he has also been arrested.
That's the world we live in now.
They're saying that the charge is attempted murder, but I think that's going to go down to aggravated assault. That can't be attempted murder. But again, he knocked the guy out. I think the DA is going for it because he knocked the guy out and his head hit the curb. His head hit the concrete.
Wow.
So you can actually,
I don't know.
The DA might make that stick. Unfortunately, especially with the careless event.
Now, was that over the ball game? I didn't catch the whole thing there.
Yes, it was. He was basically just like, get off our block or whatever type.
That's what you call a fanatic fan.
That's a nut. He's a nut, but he's about to be.
We'll call him a fanatic nut then.
He's a nut. He's about to be in the bin.
Certified.
He's a nut because he's a crash. Honestly, what he is crash out. Because and the man who was taking pictures of him on camera. They didn't get the guy, but they basically got his pictures and everything like that. They made him go viral. But I don't think he's going to get charged with anything for that. It's be a change.
We got to figure out what's going on in our society, man. That's really sad that a ball game could get you so riled up, and to be that insane regarding your team that you actually would go out and seek people out to assault. I mean, it doesn't get any crazier than that. And we just got to figure it out and I don't know if we will, but that's really, really sad. And, he should be prosecuted to the fullest with no doubt about it. Absolutely prosecuted to the fullest. Because that's insane. You should be able to be safe to go to a ball game, leave your ball game and cheer for your team and talk a little trash if you like, and then go home and enjoy yourself.
Crazy thing is these guys weren't even talking. The crazy thing is these guys were just walking down the street. He just popped them. Like they had food in their hands and he just went crazy. He just went wild.
Flexing, as you young people say.
Yeah, he flexed on them, all right. But now he's about to be flexing in the Bing. It's about to be he's about to be on the pro. He's about to be programming in the sound block. That's what he's about to be doing. Yeah, burpee program. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of time. But it's unfortunate because he lost a lot. Like you lost your job. You probably lost your lady. If you had
what happens these days. And then phones and cameras everywhere.
Right.
There's no way that you can get away with those kind of things anymore.
No, that's why I don't understand why people
got to be smarter.
exactly. You
But we
know,
got to
but
figure it out, man. It's very sad, you know, on a serious note. It's very sad when we act this way in our society towards others. You know, we got to be a little better as people. Um, because if you got to consider these young men had families. You know, I don't know the entire story in terms of what, you know, whether they were married, had kids, but you know, obviously they had family. And to think about the long-term effect that you're having on a lot of people by perpetrating such an act is really senseless. It's foolishness, and this stuff needs to stop. So I will say that.
yeah, I agree. And as you know, for speaking from the younger generation, I feel like we're tired of it. Honestly, like people are
Right.
tired
Well, that's good.
of the crash outs. People are tired of just the senseless violence. Like randomly, to like this past week, there was a guy yesterday, 2 days ago, who killed another guy or who unalived another man for taking his cell phone, stealing the cell phone. And he did it in a
Wow.
broad day in front of people and cameras and all that stuff like that. And it's like nowadays, I feel like we have so many soulless vessels out here, really
Sure.
just, really just that don't really care about life. And I feel like we just got to start making that stuff uncool. Like y'all go over there with that nonsense, man. Like, cause
I like it. That's
we
right.
not having it. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking to my bro about it. I was
Separate
like, man,
ourselves.
we stay, let them stay over there. Like, if
Right.
you want to engage in that type of stuff, then shenanigans, cool, but you do it over there. I'm not going to try to frequent that area. Try to see a lot of young guys try to act like they want to act like, oh, I'm still tough, I'm still this, I'm still that. Like, I'm graduated from that point. Like,
That's
I'm
right.
on mogul mindset. Like, I'm thinking like a boss. And honestly, if you think about it, what millionaire is out there in a place where he can just get touched and just taken away? He's
busy
it's a
working.
lot, he's working, right?
Yes.
So
Gotta work, gotta hustle.
that's what I'm
Right.
focused on. We got to focus on doing the hustle because there's a lot of work for us to do, especially within our communities, right? So I
Absolutely.
feel like
That's well said.
yeah, I feel
Absolutely.
like our energy is more put on that instead of the negativity. But the negativity is always going to sell. That's just the way of the bit. It's just the way of the world. Unfortunately, everybody loves seeing a car crash, but the
Yes.
meaningful work still is meaningful.
Absolutely agree.
Yes, sir.
That's
So
well said. Couldn't
yes,
say it better myself.
where we at? Right there. We're right there. All right. But let me see. So we talked about that. So let's talk a little bit about Bronny.
Oh, geez. You
Bronny.
here to hurt some people's feelings.
Hey, so look, listen. So I was one of the people who was harsh. I was a little bit tough on Bronny,
Okay. Okay. Now,
right?
why did you see it that
But that's
way?
the
What
thing.
was
He's a second round. I was hard on him. The reason I was hard on Bronny is because his pops put a lot of pressure on him, gassing him up, and I expected him to be of a certain level, of a certain ilk. But still, he is still of that ilk. He's a decent role player. I feel like he can grow into a decent role player. But
okay?
again, one thing that Gilbert from Gilbert's Arenas, one thing he pointed out from Gil's Arena, one thing he pointed out is what second round pick have we focused on this much in preseason and just his overall first inaugural year into the league?
True. True. However, we
Mhm.
didn't create that animal.
That's the flip
LeBron
side.
did.
And now we get to the crux of what I'm talking about. I feel
They
like
did
Bronny, exactly. I
Clutch
feel like
Sports did that.
yes. So they can like Bron and them come out and they're doing the PR to defend them and everything like that. But that wouldn't have had to happen if all of the campaigning took place behind the scenes. I feel like
Absolutely.
Bron could have still made Bronny be a part of the team without the public campaigning. Like he deleted a post that said that Bronny was better than some guys already in the league right now
Yeah,
that he was
I think
playing.
you may have said half the league.
Yeah, he said half. I was like, yeah.
Well, I think the league is kind of weak actually, but half the league, that's kind of ridiculous.
It's
So
nuts.
I do get that. But it's very interesting that you bring that up. just the fact that I tell you what's interesting to me, and I kind of thought about this, and I'm watching Bronny, and it doesn't seem like he's enjoying this process. So where my mind went, interestingly enough, is I wonder, does he really want this? Does he really, or is he doing this because Pops pressured him and he doesn't really want to say, I don't want to do it?
That's a great question.
I don't know if he loves it like that, actually. I'm not feeling it as a former guy. You know, I'm not feeling his movement.
Ooh.
So I don't know. Just want to pose that question to the people. Do you really think Bronny really wants this? Or he just didn't want to tell his pops no? Because LeBron back in the day, dude, you want it? You want it? You want this? Yes, Pops, I want it, Pops. What else is he going to say?
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
You know he had the red carpet to the league, so I'm like, okay, well, I got to do this since we want to go down in history as the first father-son. So I don't know. Just something I thought about because I'm really not liking the way he's moving. It's just
that's real.
I don't know. Could be the pressure of the scenario.
That is
could be all the eyeballs on him. But I just don't get that feel that he really loves basketball like that, to be honest.
Ooh, that's true. Maybe this is just momentary though, because like
I don't know.
I mean, he had a heart issue, right? So he did have the heart issue, and he still came back, and he still wanted to play. So he obviously loves the game because he's willing to, take that risk. You would be scared if it takes a level of strength to want to come back and still risk it.
Maybe afraid to disappoint his father.
Oh, that's tough. Now you barking up some trees now.
I'm just saying. Maybe you don't want to disappoint the king. The prince doesn't want to disappoint the king.
That's a great point. That's tough though. Bronny.
I'm just saying.
Bronny, maybe 3 years from now. Maybe 3 years from now, Bronny retires and he's a streamer or something like that.
Bronny need to go on to the G League and play.
Yeah, after Pop's not here no more, maybe he's like, all right, cool. We did the thing, right now. And maybe he'll retire because of his health. Like maybe he'll say something like that.
Bronny's interested in being a celebrity.
Yeah,
that's all he ever been.
He want to be a celebrity.
That's what he wants to be.
So let's see.
I said it. That's what he wants to be.
He just want to be a celebrity.
He wants to be a celebrity.
He wants that. So this is just the price that he's paying for the celebrity. He's
playing to appease his father.
Woo, that's tough. I hope not.
America, I said it. He's playing to appease his father. So we'll see. But
that's got to be a
fine young man. And to be quite fair, he's not garbage. He can play. Like he's not terrible.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
I've
seen guys.
He might develop into like a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, he's not terrible, and he's a lot more fundamental than guys I've seen him. Yeah, but he just hasn't played a lot of basketball.
Brought up was yeah, so he's still raw. That's another thing he has going for.
He's still a raw talent. We don't know. We don't know what that final product could look like, but he just needs to play basketball. Yeah,
I feel like he can really develop into a 3-and-D guy. Like, his I remember his comp was like Avery Bradley, and it's like I think it might be
Avery Bradley was a
great value. Avery Bradley. That's what I'm saying. It might be like great value.
He wasn't high skilled.
Yeah, great value. Avery.
He was a dog. He would lock you down and make good basketball plays. See, that's what's missing today, too. You don't see a lot of those guys. Well, that's a Drew Holiday. That's why he's a champion. That's why where he goes, see, that's that basketball you don't see anymore. He does what's necessary to win.
Yeah.
Put Drew Holiday back on Milwaukee, and Milwaukee will be the favorites.
Wins.
Trust me.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I agree. I agree.
I didn't mean to get off of Bronny, but just talking about basketball, and as you said, what Bronny could be, he could be that type of player, actually.
No, that's real though. That's definitely a good comp. I agree.
Oh, Drew's tough. Underrated. People don't see that. That's the glue. That's the winner.
Drew is But see, him and what's my man's name? Kevin White, or
Yes.
they're
Oh
in
yeah.
that same vein, you know,
Mhm.
they're in that kind of same vein, and
Sure.
that's a reason why the Celtics are where won the ship,
They
honestly,
did.
is their
And
glue.
yeah, and also Jaylen Brown and
Jalen
Jason
Brown,
Tatum figuring out how to coexist
yeah, that
and
yin and
playing
yang,
smarter. They stopped trying to go into areas and turn the ball over.
yeah, I
Um,
agree,
Learn how to be smarter. Learning less is more, which players don't know now. You can
yeah,
score more by doing less, but they like to do more. And they learned that as well. And they got much better at that. And that's what helped them, I thought, along with those additions.
I
And,
agree.
so we'll see. But I think Bronny can do that. But we'll see where he develops into. But I'm glad we
We'll see.
posed some questions for the people.
Yeah, for sure. We
We
just
want
had
to
the
get the
question.
people what they want.
For sure, everybody been talking about Bronny.
Yeah,
Everybody's had their opinions on him. If he deserves to be there, all that. So,
absolutely.
you got to
Yeah,
touch on it. We talk about it a little
it's a
bit.
controversial topic.
It
I
is.
can see it from both sides. I mean, when you're talking about second round picks, I mean, you know, it's hard to say. It's hard to
Yeah,
say that he's not, but you could say certainly argue that some other guys could have gotten drafted. But we knew the scenario. We knew what was coming down the pike. I mean, it was very obvious.
yeah.
But let's give him a chance. Let's
I
see how
will.
he develops. Let's revisit this in a year or two and see how he's developed and give him a chance to play some basketball. And then
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right. I
Oh yeah.
agree. I agree. Okay. So now this is something. We're getting to the part of the show. We talk about Coach's Corner, right?
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. So this is all about this is a topic that you want to talk about, that you
Oh
want to
boy.
dive into,
I'm gonna fire
uh,
the people up.
from a coach's perspective. And we get to hear from you. We get to hear from the legend. What you got to say?
I'm gonna give it to you. AAU basketball. Garbage. Garbage. We have to stop. And it's starting at such a young age. And you want to know why the Europeans are killing us? Because they're fundamental and we're about entertainment.
Oh,
Why do you have a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old? Why are you training them to do step backs, hezzies, and all these moves, side steps? What is that? You're not making anybody better. If you watch any video or clip of any guys that go viral, it's all about themselves. It's all about them eating. Like they're never making any plays. Nobody's passing the basketball. These cats now can't even make an on-target pass. All they can do is dribble, 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 dribble. So AAU's
oof.
basketball is just a big conglomerate. It's about making money. That's all they're about. It's about trying to get guys to another level. It's like they think they're a lottery ticket, and and let's blame the parents. The parents think they're a lottery ticket. Boo
Yeah.
Boo's a lottery ticket. So they got Boo Boo out there, and he's my lottery ticket. He gonna get me out of here. And they trying to train them from an early age and thinking that entertainment is what it is. But let's just be quite frank. There's a lot of blame to go around. AAU
Yeah.
coaches, a lot of them, shameful. Shame on you for not teaching these young people the right way. You're not coaching them. You're worried about them leaving your organization. That's that new stuff. Back in my
Yeah.
day, if you didn't do what the coach said and you threatened to leave, he would have had your bags ready for you to go and want to know if he could help you get there. So now everybody's worried about, well, will they leave my organization? Will they go over here? Will they play? And then they're not being taught fundamentals. If you go watch any AAU basketball game, it's just a glorified pickup basketball game. All the guys are doing is just run up and down the court, making bad plays. Whoever comes across half court with the ball, they're going to take the ball to the basket. They're going to try to score. They're going to do a step back. They're going to do a side step. They're going to dribble 12 times. Everybody's standing on the other side of the court. It's
You got
nonsense. It's
you got
nonsense. Then they throw the ball away. They can't go any further on the court. Then they try to make a pass after they jumped in the air, throw the ball out of bounds, run back down the court. Coach doesn't say anything. Come down to the other end. The other team does the same thing. And let's see. And then they got the Olay defense. So nobody's playing any defense.
Nobody's getting crossed.
Any of these things. And we go over and over and over again. And now you got a bunch of athletic kids with no fundamentals, can't shoot a lick, can't make a free throw, can't square up, footwork's awful.
Oof.
But they claim they skilled because they can do a hezzy.
Yeah, a lot of these kids,
AAU.
A lot of these kids are worried about the bag.
And everybody,
a lot of these kids are.
That's all they want to talk about. Bag.
I got a bag. I got a bag.
If they want a bag, it doesn't belong on the basketball court. How about you make a pass? Dude, cut back door wide open for a layup, and you dribbling. I'm in my bag, coach. I'm in my bag.
That's real.
Awful basketball, hard to watch. It's all levels. It's going up. It's in the NBA. It's the best players in the world supposedly play that way. And that's the problem. You got some organizations in the league that doesn't allow that foolishness, and they're always winning. And that's the problem. You have some colleges that are playing and doing it the right way.
Yeah.
But again, that's why the European guys are better. I mean, we almost lost in the Olympics.
True, it took Steph. It took a generational. It took a generational.
It's playing the game the right way. We don't play the game the right way. We don't insist that it's played the right way anymore, and it's nonsense.
Yeah, that's
it
real.
It needs to stop. I know it won't, but it needs to. But I'm the old dinosaur. I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere.
This is my thing.
Here, and I'm going to preach it. I'm going to keep it alive. I'm going to keep old school alive. I'm not going to allow this nonsense and this foolish basketball to be celebrated. It's nonsense. And anybody that want to debate me on it, please come on.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
please
we need you.
On.
Yeah, we need you to come on.
And we can have a spirited, intellectual conversation about the way basketball should be played. Anytime. Okay. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I feel both sides because it is like, coaching, because, I coach kids too, and coaching my youngins, and a lot of times like they got a bag, but you don't have a motor. Like you got the bag, but you don't have a motor. Right. And so your bag is useless out there on the court. It's
absolutely useless.
It's useless.
Now, let me tell you about the other culprit in the thing. These terrible garbage trainers.
Oh,
they're garbage.
Talk about them.
They're garbage. And let me tell you why. Because they don't teach them when and when not to. They're teaching them a bunch of skill and moves and dribbles and counters, but they never explain to them when and when not to. So if you sit and watch a game, you'll see guys countering and doing the same moves for no reason. No reason at all, because they're not teaching them when and when not to. They're just teaching them a bunch of skill. Highway robbery, just taking y'all money. That's all they're doing, taking your money. Money grab.
It's a racket. It's a
racket. Everything's a money grab. There's no purity or beauty to the basketball anymore. Playing the game the right way. Please teach them the right way. And if you have these moves that are necessary, then you use them.
Right.
If you don't need it, don't use it.
Right.
You have him beat to the right, but you snatch back. Well, I worked on it all summer, but you had him beat. Why did you snatch back?
Well, we've been seeing a lot of that.
Because I've been working on it, coach. That makes no sense.
You've
already beat him.
Take the leg.
You just snatch back in front of him.
Take the leg. Take the leg. Yeah, that's crazy.
Unbelievable. Terrible.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said that's all I had to say.
That's all you had to say.
You got me going.
No, it's all good. That's what we need to talk about, because I understand both sides of the aisle, because my thing is watching Starting Five, the Netflix documentary, I was able to see that all the guys basically met or know or played with each other in AAU. So
That's why
that's
it's
a
no
lot.
Competition.
That's how a lot. Yeah,
There's
that's
no
their friends. They
competition.
friends.
Cream
They buddies.
puffs,
They've
soft
been playing since
cream puffs.
like teenagers together.
They
Like,
don't compete. Dude,
True.
I don't like you when we playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They all friends.
I feel like the older generation, like my like the older younger generation, my generation, I feel like we like would be friends, but we would still want to kill you, like we would
Yes.
still want to embarrass you once we got on the court.
They
But
don't
like,
compete anymore.
yeah, nowadays I don't know. It's not
Buddy,
too
buddy.
often. It's too, you're too friendly out here. They too chipper.
Too
So
friendly.
yeah, that's why I like it when there's a little bit of like there's a little bit of
Yeah.
spice to it, a little spirit.
I like that young boy Ant-Man now. He got a little bit of old school in him.
That's what I'm talking.
I saw him going at his idol Durant. That's what I like.
He talk that talk.
Like. He got some growing to do, but he got a little old school in him.
Yeah, he do. That's why he's going to be the face of the league, though.
Yeah,
that's why.
Jaylen Brown has that too.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown got that dog in him too. That's what I like to see. I like to see that dog. Like, and I feel like he showed his value. He showed his worth this past year with the Celtics.
Absolutely.
And I feel like all Team USA did was basically fuel this Celtics repeat. Because honestly, them boys gonna come in mad. And them boys already good and they got a loaded team. It's gonna be spooky out there.
They're focused kind of guys.
Yeah, and I'm a Knicks fan, so I mean I'm hoping that it don't go that way, and but
I like it.
But yeah. I think they are gonna be posed. They on some like we might get 68 wins type team. I think like
it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna
I'm really health is gonna be the thing as always.
Yeah, true.
That happens with all teams. So
yeah,
we'll see. But they have the kind of team that they can withstand injuries. Like if they have a certain guy out, they can just maneuver that around and change the little roles. And that's what I like about that Drew Holiday type guy who can step up and do different things. Because Boston and the Knicks they kind of step in. I like how they're building that too. Because when you get a team that has 5 or 6 guys that on any given night can do 30 to 40, then you can withstand injuries because it just requires another guy to just do a little more depending on the night. Yeah, and Boston has that. They got 6 guys that can go 30 to 40. And the Knicks they added a dude that can do that. Bridges can come in and give you 30 now. So they added a couple dudes.
We got two.
Bridges is going to be very underrated. That's an underrated move.
That's what it is, right? That's why Dante had to go.
Dante got
to go.
He got to go.
That Dante
Bridges.
That's why he had to go.
Bridges
over
day.
Dante. I'm sorry.
All day.
I love Dante, and he came through in the playoffs for us, but Bridges.
Yeah, you got to make that move.
Got to take Bridges over.
Yeah, especially at that price. He came at a great price too.
Defensively. Can't beat it. Can't beat it at all. So yeah, and then we still keep OG. So him healthy.
I like OG.
Especially
y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, if the Knicks are healthy, you got a shot.
Got a little squad.
You got a shot.
Don't tell nobody. We gotta keep it. We try to keep it on the top.
And the thing that's underrated about bringing Bridges in, you've got to look at how you're going to defend Boston.
Right.
So, could not. He can't. Bridges can defend. You got to be able to defend Brown and Tatum.
Right. Exactly. And that's what
OG and Bridges can match up.
Yep.
OG and Bridges can match up with those guys.
Yep. And that's what it is.
That you got to have that at least to make them inefficient because they're going to get 25 or 30, but did they take 25 or 30 shots? See, and that's that's the new guys again too. Oh man, I had 30. Dude, you took 35 shots. I had 30, coach. That's terrible. You were terrible.
Exactly. That's what.
Yeah, there are people who have I always like to use Trae Young, for instance, because people like him. But he can have 35 and 12 and was terrible. But people don't get that. They just see numbers. 35-12. Oh man, he was killing.
Right.
He was horrible. The
Yeah.
dude was 7 for 29, right? And there's such a thing as bogus assists. No, you can have bogus assists, meaning you dribble the ball, you got stopped, and you swung or kicked the ball to somebody and they made a basket. That's an assist. But that wasn't making anybody better. You passed because you were stopped. You didn't pass to make somebody better. That's a bogus assist. Like, people don't look at it on that intellectual level. See, you have to look at the game that way. When you pass the ball before the traffic, before you get stopped, now you're making people better. But if you dribble, couldn't go nowhere, got stopped, and then kicked the ball to somebody and they made a shot, that's a bogus assist. No good. We can't count it.
You're right.
So I got to break the game down for the people.
You're right.
Let them know how this works.
You're right. You got to.
Especially the younger generation. You analytical people, all you worry about are your numbers. I got my numbers, coach. I got my numbers. Dude, you were horrible.
Inefficient. Efficiency matters. Efficiency really matters. It does.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to preach it to my grave.
Got to, man. They got to. See, they don't know about
I don't know if they're ready. C's, I don't know if they're ready for me, C's. I don't know if they're ready for me.
I don't think they know about it. They don't know about you, coach. They don't know.
I'm waiting on them to come up here. I'm going to eat them alive.
They're going to find out.
I'm waiting on them.
They're going to find out. They're going to find out. So, hey, guys, if you want to take on Coach and argue with Coach about AAU and discuss, have a spirited debate, it doesn't have to be. We're always going to be respectful. Or
bring them new schoolers on. Bring them on.
If you want to come on Coach's Corner,
played in our day.
Yes, terrible. If you want to come on Coach's Corner, Legend in the Bear, hey, just hit me up. Send me a DM, and I'll bring you on, and you can come talk to the legend and chop it up with him. All right, because he wants all the smoke. He not taking no prisoners, and he's here to rock. Money. I got my money on the legend. So I mean, if you feel like you got that, then come through. We want you to interact with us. We love it. We don't mind having guests. We're allowed to have you up here.
Love to have you. The spiritual, the spirited intellectual conversations about the game, about any game that you like.
Yes, sir. We love it. But yeah, so this is the first episode of Legend in the Bear. Episode 1. This is just the premiere. Of course, we're going to, make sure that we get the wrinkles out and everything like that. The show is always going to progress and get better. But we appreciate you guys coming in and tapping in with us for the first episode. I can't wait. I'm looking forward, as we get started and we get going, I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, brother. I appreciate it. We're here. We're here with the Legend in the Bear.
Yes, sir. We're here. Legend in the Bear. We're signing out.
All right.
All right. I'm ending the recording. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to edit this because it was lagging. It was being weird.
Okay.
It was being weird.